Now we've got everybody loaded and we've assigned bid numbers to everybody. What we need to do is start indicating how many tickets each person purchased and whether they've actually paid for them or not. Now by this stage, a day or two before the actual event, almost everybody has paid for their tickets, and that's really where you want things to be. So the software does provide the ability to add tickets, and in our year we had two kinds of tickets. We had a $25 ticket for the ambassador families, because basically they weren't going to eat, they're just going to work. And then we had a $35 ticket for the guests who will be attending the auction. So before you do anything, you actually have to create those two types of tickets. So in the auction software, you go up to Settings, Event Preferences, and what we're going to do is go down to the bottom here where it says Tickets, and this little pop-up screen appears. You can see it says Tickets. I'm going to create down the bottom here an individual ticket, so this radio button is checked, and I'm going to call this one $35 event ticket, and the actual price of the ticket, as you can imagine, is $35, and it's one guest per ticket. Click Next. And now it's asking me, if I buy this kind of ticket, what are my food options? Okay, well, I'm going to have a entree selection, a regular, a gluten-free, so just gluten-free, or a vegetarian. And this stuff over here on the table set up, we're not worrying about that. And I'm going to click Next. And I think we'll just click Close. So I've entered one kind of ticket. Now I'm going to do the same thing but for the parent ticket. So Settings, Event Preferences, Tickets. Okay, you can see my $35 event ticket. So down the bottom here I'm going to create another one. This time I'm going to do a $25 parent ticket. One guest, and the price is going to be $35. $25. And I'm going to click Next. Now it's kind of a little bit irrelevant here because the parents $25 you don't get to eat, but you'll notice it's carried forward the entree selections, regular, gluten-free, vegetarian. That's fine, we're not really going to use that. And we'll just click Close, and now I've created my event tickets. Now what we're going to do is go in manually for each person, and we're going to record the fact that they purchased tickets and that they paid for the tickets. So I'm just going up to my very first person here. I'm going to double click on their name, and over on the side here on the third tab I'm going to go to reservation details, and I'm going to indicate that there's, for this particular person, there's two people attending. I'm going to indicate what their entree preferences were, and I've got this from our spreadsheet that we used, and I'm just looking across here on this first person, and they've just got two regular meals. They're not gluten-free, they're not vegetarian, so I'm just going to come back to the software, and I'm just going to go with two regular meals. Two, there we go. And down the bottom here I'm going to go Purchase, Change Tickets, Assign Guests, click that button. And the ticket that I want for these people is the $35 event ticket. They're not parents, so I'm just going to click on that one, and then over here on the button it says choose quantity of selected ticket, so click that. I'm going to purchase two tickets, click the Save button, and now I can see down here it says total seats 2, total price $70. I need to fill in the cashier, and I'm the cashier. First time we've done this, obviously, so there's nobody there, so there's an option to add new, and I'm going to put myself, John. Save. Okay, now I've added the cashier. I have a new button that appears over on the right hand side here called Save Reservation, so I'm going to click that. Okay, and I'm going to save that. All looks good. And the final step is these people have purchased tickets. Now I also want to indicate that they've paid for their tickets. So I'm going over here down at the bottom of the same screen to the method, and in this case, coming back to my spreadsheet, I'm going to try and figure out how these people actually paid for their tickets. I've checked my records, and these people actually bought 2 tickets and they paid cash for it. So the payment method here will be cash. I'm not going to bother with the tracking number and expiration. In fact, even if we were paying with checks or credit, not that we accept credit at this point, but I wouldn't use those fields. And the amount in this case is $70. 2 times 35 is 70. And I'm going to click the Save button. And we're done. So if I close this one down, if I now go and have a bit of a look at this person, try double clicking on them, and if I view the purchases, I can see that they've purchased 2 $35 event tickets down the bottom here. And in fact, even if I was to go and have a look and see if they actually owe any money, as though I was going to do an invoice for them or something like that, I could probably, let's see what options we've got here. I can view their purchases just by clicking this button. That's kind of the same view we just looked at. If I go up to view up the top here, let's see. Well, actually another way to do this, if I right click on them, if I want to view their payments, it's an option that appears. Here we go, this is what I wanted to show you. I can see the details here of the purchase and the payment. So the balance that these people owe at this point in time is $0. That's exactly what we want. They've already purchased 2 tickets for 70 and they're paid 70.